The discussion here is trying to critically analyze the EIA procedures in Western Australia in relation to treatment of air quality. Firstly, we will give a brief introduction of what we think are best practice methods for management of air quality within the EIA process. The first challenge of it is to know what happened in the air. That is pretty difficult with the thing you can't see. But with a set of rigorous scientific formulas, which we call the model, we can understand the complexity of the system. In other words, we can make the air quality visible. For example, make all relevant elements into an air quality map.
Therefore, the best practice method we think is to develop rigorous baselines through measuring pollutant level in one or more sites. Along with reviewing existing literature, it can be used as a standard in the EIA. After setting the baseline, screening is to determine whether an EIA is necessary to be developed. Then scoping, which means identifying issue of the greatest concern to focus. At last, we can attempt to predict and minimize the negative effects of air quality.
Western Australia has the specific producer for the environmental impact assessment in air quality. First of all, explain the isolated environmental objective and EIA consideration for the factor air quality. Second, discuss the environmental values of good air quality and their significance, and then describe issues commonly encountered and summarize the information that may be required. Finally, the EPA's primary focus is maintaining air quality and minimize emission for human health. It also recognizes the principle of waste minimization as set forth in the Environmental Protection Act 1986.
Under some situations, EIA for air quality in Western Australia may have standards, such as maximum extent achievable, particularly where hazardous contaminants are involved. Maximum extent achievable requirements incorporate technology and environmental management procedures, which are the most stringent measures available and achievable, at a scale relevant to the proposal to control the level of risk imposed by the hazardous pollutant being considered.
After comparison, it is now difficult to find that the current management of air quality within EIA in Western Australia is basically match the best practice methods of EIA. We think is a good EIA. According to EPA Annual Report 2013-2014 and the EPA Annual Report 2014-2015, the air quality within EIA in Western Australia points out the environmental value of good air quality, its impact on humans and ecology, and analyze potential problems that may be encountered during environmental impact assessment. And the EPA's primary focus is maintaining air quality and minimize emission for human health and amenity. It also fits into the primary objective of EIA.
In some cases, such as EPA Annual Report 2012-2013, EPA requires stricter standards, which consider to take into account the vast majority of the harmful substances, such as carcinogens, mutagens, tritogens, highly toxic or highly persistent substances. However, the interaction between these substances is not fully considered, which may cause some potential or direct effects. Therefore, the procedure in WA need to be more rigorous. All in all, the current air quality within EIA in West Australia is excellent, and we believe that in the future it will continue improving with the development of technology and actual air conditions.